The cool thing about DNA, and this is how I was like putting all this together, is that as above, so below. It's a hermetic principle, as within, so without. So if DNA is writing your body, and it's writing your body based on the information it's getting from your nervous system, which is the one that's scanning the environment that you create in your reality, then it's also creating your non-physical choice reality, like your non-physical body reality, as in it's creating everything you see, everything you come in contact with, everything that's around you through your electromagnetic field. And it goes and gets the data and it comes back so it can be written, just like it does with your body. So that's really cool. And I was kind of like, I mean, don't put yourself down. I always say don't do it. But I was like, God, why didn't I see it before? But anyway, so the reality that you create, you're literally creating it physically, and it reflects your internal state. So I talked about the DNA side and going down the library in the aisle, but on the other side, your nervous system is scanning the environment for anything that is going on. And if you're creating reality based on subconscious and unconscious programming, your nervous system's going to be on high alert for the things that it knows that it expects that is going to go wrong. That is an emotion too. It's going to have fear, anxiety. Those are frequency states. So it's going to emit that frequency. And then you tune in with your thoughts. Your thoughts create hormones and chemistry that your nervous system feels, and all of this is happening. So not only do you have to interrupt your thoughts and feel the feelings, but you're going to have to calm yourself down. And there's a couple ways that you can do this. Your vagus nerve is your calming nerve. So you want to activate that. That's why I call it belly breathing. You breathe into your belly, and then you exhale long and slow with your lips together. Keep doing that. Your vagus nerve endings are all in the gut, and it communicates with your brain. And so when you breathe like that, you are telling your brain that you are okay. So there's also, whenever you're coherent and calming down, your heart and your brain communicate better. And that's where your electromagnetic field is coming from, is from your heart. So when your vagus nerve is calming you down, it's also taking information from your heart to your brain and from your brain to your heart, because there are more neurons in your heart than your brain, because it's your electromagnetic field center. So breathe into your belly. There's also these two parts of your neck right here have nerve endings that go back to the vagus nerve that starts in the back of your head over here. So just stimulate those. Just rub them and stimulate them. They activate that vagus nerve. Do you want to know why they activate the vagus nerve? We have a nervous system that is mammalian. We are animals, okay? So the nerves right here in the neck, what happens, there's a carotid artery on each side. Those arteries, when they're cut, bleed out. You'll bleed out within less than a minute. So there's nerves right here to calm you down. Because if you're ever caught in a tiger's mouth, you won't struggle. And their big teeth won't sever your carotid arteries, and you won't bleed out and die. See how your body protects you? That is the way that it would happen too. I mean, it's amazing. But you have two arteries that run on both sides of your neck, and you have the same nerve to calm yourself down alongside them, because if you're ever caught in a predator's mouth, you won't struggle, meaning you can play dead and you'll have a greater chance of living. It's very cool. Anyway, calm yourself down in those two ways. Those are going to be your quickest ways for you to calm down when you're nervous or anything. Just do it. That's why some people, like, when they're really nervous, they'll just like do this. Oh, when they're upset, they're calming themselves down. Your body will do naturally what it needs to do. Your body is amazing. It works with your mind. It is amazing what it can do on its own. So we talked about the DNA side, we talked about the nervous system side and how it works together. And it's really cool that that's how it's made physically, and that's how it's made on the other side non-physically. And the utility of it is to stop your trigger points, right? Whenever things trigger you and you get upset. But it's also to help you understand that when you're creating something, it's coming from you and it means something, and it means that you have something that you need to do, or you have something that you need to process that's for you, because you're the one creating it so that you can get over it, so that you can move on to the next thing. You're not being shown all this stuff so that you can just be depressed. You're not being shown all this stuff so that you can just be miserable. It's showing you this stuff because it is a barrier to what you want in your life. It is a barrier. So if you look at it that way, if you look at everything that comes up and all the struggles and things that come up are there for you to discover something, because past that, there's something that you want on the other side of this. If you look at it that way, then things can be challenges instead of impossible to overcome. And this is very simple, but you've got to believe in yourself for all of this to work.